The bees are flying fast and furious today, folks. Whew. Man, it's hot. It's got to be close to 100 degrees today. Me and Ash are over here doing some watering. We're going to pick some potatoes. We're going to do a little dish tonight, potatoes and eggs, so we need some fresh potatoes. How you doing, Ash?
Dad, those are my cakes.
And they're watering the tomato plants. How they looking, Ash? Alright guys, so let's see. Ashley's watering the tomatoes here. Right, Ash? Yeah. You're a doll. How's it looking, Ash? Good. You're a doll. Yeah, the blight's really taking control over here in these first 2 rows of Big Mamas, but you know something? Carry on. There's not a lot you can do. Just continue out the season and hope for the best. I mean, there is clusters of tomatoes on all the plants. So, and some of them are actually turning red, so we'll get some tomatoes here. It's just too bad, you know, you put all that hard work and time into it. But we have a lot of replacements. This 3rd row here is a plum tomato. So, and these look like they're pretty much blight free, and they're right next to the blighted plants, so I think they're a little more resilient than the Big Mamas, so maybe we'll plant these guys in next year, whereas there's a lot of exposure to this blight situation over here. So that's that situation. As you can see, we're losing a lot of space in between the rows here, so one good thing is there's not a light getting in there for the weeds to grow, and the only downside is you really can hardly get in there too much. So maybe we'll space it out a little more next year. This is a good time to plan ahead for next year, to see what you want to do to your garden next year. There's a lot of good things I see here and a lot of things that I want to change. For instance, I'm thinking of hopefully putting a plastic system over here, a plastic ground cover with the watering rings, so that we're not dispersing water everywhere while we're watering, to keep the weeds down. Actually, there won't be any weeds if you put the plastic down, so that's a good thing. Another thing is maybe a little more spacing. And also this system that I have here with the sticks, I like it. I might put these sticks in each individual hole next year, and maybe I'll get some strapping and put a few rails up and weave the tomatoes in and out like a weave. And then we'll put a stake every 4 feet or so with a clamp like so to hold each row up. I think you can see that. I have a clamp here with a stake. That's holding this whole. Actually, this has got 1, 2, about 5 tomato plants. So I think that'll work out pretty good, actually. So there's a lot of good and a lot of bad. You learn every year. So that's it. These bad boys are getting crazy over here. I don't have enough sticks. And these guys are over 6 feet tall now. These are the Oxheart tomatoes. Not my favorite, but I figured I'd try a few. They typically stay with a green shoulder on top. The shoulder generally does not get red on those guys. But they're supposed to be a good sauce tomato. And they sure are big. You need a telephone pole basically for these guys. So I don't know if you can get telephone poles in your area, but they're kind of in short supply up here, so that's why I have them on the fence post over there. Anyways, just another quick look. We'll show you that big club we've been growing here, the yellow clubs. I think I'll put that on eBay. We'll throw that on eBay for a baseball bat. The big yellow club. We've got Swiss Charters going good here. We've already harvested that a few times. Our hot peppers are coming on here. We've got some bell peppers. Actually, I have to stake these guys up too. They're starting to lean, they're starting to get top heavy. These pepper plants, I've noticed on most of these peppers, don't have a deep root system. It's very shallow, so you really should stake them. This guy's starting to lean here. These are getting loaded up. These are the hot cherry peppers. I attempted to stake a few of these guys over here, and we just got to tie them off. So things are looking pretty good though, with the exception of the 2 rows of Big Mamas. So we're doing all right here. Me and Ash are gonna go pick some potatoes now, and we'll be doing a vid on my other channel, Bod's Rock and Roll Cafe, potatoes and eggs. So check that out in a few days or so. All right, Ash, you ready to get the potatoes, honey?
Yeah.
Your doll. Okay, folks, enjoy your gardens and rock and roll. Let's get them.
Go. It's on.
Okay, Ash. We've got a few little potatoes here. These aren't quite ready yet, but we're gonna take some of these small ones. Can you see them, Ash? Look at those little guys, huh? That's about as cool as it gets. Yeah, these need another 3 or 4 weeks. That's okay, we'll use the small ones. We're just testing the crop here. Oh, we got some decent ones here, Ash. Look at those guys. Can you see them? Yeah, those are pretty small compared to last year. But, oh, there they are. There's the big ones. Yeah, those are small too. Alright, we'll let those grow, Ash. We'll just take a few of those, okay?
Yep.
And that's enough to make what we need tonight. Okay, awesome. See you guys in the kitchen. Rock and roll. Yeah, those are not ripe enough, Ash. We're back home here, and I'm going to give those guys another day or two, believe it or not. These things get really, really deep red, the Big Mamas, so this thing's getting crazy here. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a little vid on these lettuce boxes here. Right, Ash? We're going to replant the box tomorrow, and we got to clip this thing. My father-in-law gave me a nice Thai basil plant. He wasn't quite sure what it was. He goes, I thought it was basil, but then the flowers started coming on it. I tried to explain to him, you got to clip them back, and that should keep the leaves coming, but he just gave it to me, so he wants me to handle it. Hold on, Ash, we'll get the clippers, honey. And we'll snip them all off, honey. Cut them all off before it's too late. So we'll try to get this thing back in action over here. We'll show you how that comes along soon. Okay, and we have our box of basil here. That's doing quite well. Right, Ash? Yeah, it works out pretty good. I did some hot peppers in these things last year, and I had tons of peppers. So we're gonna do the lettuce for the fall. So we're gonna do that in a day or so. So we'll get that going too. Here, Ash, you want to trim them? Just cut the flowers off like this, Ash. Boom. Cut the heads off. Okay. That's it. Try to get it. Yeah, there you go. The whole thing. Boom. Right at the base of all the flowers, like over here, right here. Right at the base. Actually, cut that whole thing off. Cut it right there. Yup. Boom. Yeah, girl. Okay, trim it all up, and we'll see if we can keep this guy from going to seed. It's halfway there now, but what the heck. Better late than never, right, Ash? You're a doll. Excellent.